So you join me at the campsite and I'm just packing up a dry bag because we've got a bit of an adventure to go on in the morning. So let's just seal that dry bag down. Yeah, really early start in the morning, and I can actually see the climb that I'm going to be going up from the adventure bus. And I've got a few more things to do. I've got to top my bottles up with my Morton's drink mix. It's going to give me plenty of energy for tomorrow. But we're also going to be testing out the BLT running belt from Nitecore and their UT05 waist light system. Going to be interesting. I haven't run with the waist light for years, and that kind of gives you a sign of how early we're going to be leaving. It's going to be dark out there, so I've got a few more things to pack up and get ready. Then we're going to get in the adventure bus and have an early night, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Welcome back, folks. I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. So you join me very early in the morning. It's 4:30. We've got up early today for another big adventure in the mountains and to test a few products. So like I mentioned yesterday evening, we are testing the UT05 waist light from Nitecore. It's a 400 lumen waist light with a running belt that has a battery pack that powers the light. So we're going to be testing that this morning up the mountain, and we've also got the Nike Zig Amazon. So this is going to be the first outing for the shoe in the high mountains. I ran it at home, first impressions across the towns, and really enjoyed the run. So this is going to be a much bigger test, mind you. So going to be pretty tricky to film this morning. Obviously it's very dark out here and we're in a valley, so the sun doesn't come up to a bit later, but we'll see how we get on that first climb. We are at Aiguille du Midi, so we're following the cable car up the mountain, and we're going to hit a refuge at the top at about 2,200 meters. But let's get stuck into the climb and see how we get on.
Sometimes what you want ain't what you need. Sometimes letting go can make your heart bleed.
So far so good. We've gone up 600 feet already. This climb's pretty steep, so we're literally adjacent from where we did our last training run. So we've got Le Brevant over the other side of the valley, and you can see down there the lights of Chamonix. So yeah, literally directly opposite Le Brevant where we trained last time. So the waist light's working well, nice and bright, and it's quite unusual not to have a head torch on my head though, but works really well with filming because I can look at the camera now and I'm not going to blind you with my head torch. But yeah, really good lighting system around the waist. It picks up all the undulations really well, but yeah, just taking me a bit of time to get used to not having a head torch. I've obviously got one in my pack just in case, but we're not running with one on my head. Always takes me a few minutes just to regulate the system when you're in this thin air. Oh, we got a sign here, let's check it. Yeah, we're going the right way, and it's pretty cool being out on the trails in the dark on your own. You think it's going to be pretty scary, but it's actually not. It's not that intimidating, although I have made sure that I've packed a full kit. So we got first aid kit, dry bag, waterproof jacket, trousers, all stuff like that. Mobile phone, I'm carrying some Euros just in case, because at the end of the day we're in the mountains, it's a hostile environment and you never know what could happen. But it's early in the morning and it's pretty warm. The arm warmer's already rolled down, and yesterday in the valley it was 29 degrees and it feels like a lot of that heat has stayed. But yeah, we're pushing to the top. What I'm hoping is that when we get up there we can give you guys an incredible sunrise, if we get there in time, that is. But we'll see how we get on. If the breathing regulates and the heart rate slows down, then we'll push on a bit, but we'll see a bit further up the climb.
The darkest hour, they say, is just before dawn. You might take a fall,
this is where we're heading on today's run. So Plan de Aiguille, I think that's pronounced right. Sorry to any French people if it's not. Myself and Liga have actually come up this trail before, and we've stayed at the refuge up at the top of the climb, and that was back in 2018 when I was preparing for UTMB. So we hiked up together and we spent the night at 2,200 meters just as preparation for the race. I think it really helps sleeping up at that altitude, and it's a lovely refuge, and they've got an amazing restaurant as well. You can actually catch the cable car up from Aiguille du Midi, and lots of people do. Pop up there, have a beautiful lunch with an incredible view, and then catch the cable car back down to Chamonix Valley. Pretty cool way to spend lunch, but we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be going up the proper way, running and hiking, and I don't think we'll be stopping for lunch either, although it would be very tempting. But yeah, going good so far. Legs feel nice and recovered from the run a few days ago, so recovery is going well. I've bought my Myo Pro massage gun and my Myo pumps with me, believe it or not. I had to find room for them in the adventure bus, and they're really helping with the recovery in between sessions. So things are still definitely on track. I really hope you're enjoying all the content that we're producing out here, guys. If you are, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so that you don't miss out on any adventures heading your way. But yeah, on with the run. I thought I'd just stop here just for a second. So we're about 2.4 miles into the run. We have done, what, 1,700 feet of elevation, and we're just starting to break through the tree line. So you can see down the valley there, we're just starting to see the first signs of sunlight. When it comes up over that mountain, it should be an epic view, that's for sure. The only thing that's annoying me is there's lots of cobwebs across this path this morning, so I'm forever having to wipe my face and they keep irritating me. But you know, I suppose that's not the end of the world. But body has finally acclimatized, so breathing is a lot easier, feeling strong again. It's so funny how when you start out here you think, God, this is going to be tough, I can't breathe, and the human body is amazing. It adjusts, it adapts, and it deals with it. But yeah, so far so good, and can't wait till that sun comes up. But let's grab my poles and let's get hiking.
And let to dwell upon the darkest hour, they say it's just before dawn. The darkest hour, they say it's just before dawn. Just before dawn.
Right, I think we can do away with the Nitecore waist light. The sun is on its way up, but the waist light has been brilliant. It's been a bit of a revelation, if I'm honest. Perfect for this sort of stuff. When you're hiking up, you're not moving that quickly. That 400 lumens light has given a really nice flood, seal the undulations in the ground. And like I said earlier, it was actually really nice not having a head torch on my head. So it's like a belt system. So it comes with a Velcro belt, and then the lights actually Velcro onto the front of the belt. And then we've got a wire running round to the back where we've got a 10,000 milliamp Nitecore power pack. So I'm not actually sure of the specs of the light, but you should get hours and hours and hours of power from that power pack. So I'll put some specs on the screen now just to show you how long it lasts and the cost of the unit. But really good test, thorough test in the mountains. And like I said, the sun's up and the views are looking stunning. The Aiguille du Midi cable car has just sprung into life, so there'll be people coming up very, very soon. And we're about 200, in fact, let me show you. So just up by the cable car there, just there is the refuge that we're heading to. So that's at 2,200 meters. So we're at about 2,000 meters, so not far to go to the cable car. And then once we're up there, we're gonna see what happens, see where we go, find some more trails. Not really sure, no plans once we get up there, but again, strong run, feeling good. And just looking at my watch, we've got 11 days to go till race day, so not long, it is rapidly approaching. So we're gonna get a few more days of quality training in before that. And then we will, I don't know, probably have 4 or 5 days just easing back, taking it easy, letting the body recover, eating and drinking well, preparing for the big day. But here I go again, saying what spectacular views, but does it get any better than this? Come on. I know I say views, views, views all the time in the videos. Look at these views, look at these views, but how can you not say it? I want to show you guys all these views because they are pretty damn incredible. But let's get to the top. Then I think I'm going to have a little breakfast at the summit. Why not, eh?
When you moved out, your mother said, if you give love, you get love in return. If you only knew you had.
We made it up to the Refuge de Plan de l'Aiguille. That's probably terrible pronunciation, I do apologise, but awesome to get up here. We're going to sit here, contemplate taking all the vistas and have a little bit of breakfast. So I got a Morton solid bar. If you're a big fan of Morton products and you've used their gels and their drink mixes but you haven't tried their solid bars, definitely give them a go. Super tasty, packed full of calories, 225 calories in one bar, really easy to digest. So I've been using them a lot on this trip and they've been working really well. But yeah, what a view, man, what a climb. And the refuge here, great little place. So got all these benches, I'll show you the view from the benches. So that's your view. We've got a cable car coming down from Aiguille du Midi, which is right up the top there. You can just make it out up the top. That's going back down to the valley. So you can literally come up here in a cable car or hike up, and then you can sit out here and have lunch. They've got a full menu, or you can come and stay up at the refuge like myself and Liga did. You know, amazing facilities, lovely bathrooms, really nice bedrooms. They'll cook a meal for you in the evening and you've got epic views out down into the Chamonix Valley. So a great place to come and stay, or just to come and have lunch. But I'm gonna have my bar and then we're gonna crack on a little bit higher, so you can still go a little bit higher up the trail. We're gonna see how high we can get, but yeah, loving life.
You put your trust in all that wear. You measure all in what you own. You don't worry about your health, but you do fear being left alone.
We have made it up to Plan de l'Aiguille, again, sorry for the pronunciation, at 2,317 meters. This is where the first stop on the Aiguille du Midi cable car is. So you can see some people come out on the viewing platform. There's actually a cable car coming down as we speak, and you can see Aiguille du Midi right up the top there at 3,800 meters. I've never actually been up there myself, but what a feat of engineering this cable car is. And I think it's the second highest in the world. I think there's one that goes up to 5,000 meters, but this is the second highest. And I definitely have to go up there one day and see it. Apparently there's a glass room up there where you can go and walk out onto a glass floor above an incredible void. So we'll have to give that a go one day. And we've got a bar and we've got a souvenir shop at 2,300 meters. And I love this sign they've got up here, giving you the directions to... Sorry about that, my battery ran out. So before I was rudely interrupted, I was saying I love this sign they've got up here with lots of famous peaks all over the world. So it's 6,217 kilometers to Kilimanjaro. We've got 7,081 kilometers to Mount Everest. How cool is that? But yeah, an incredible vista all round again. We'll just give you the 360 tour. Mont Blanc behind me. We're gonna go and head down this trail and see where it leads us. I think it goes to a glacier, so that'll be pretty cool to see. So let's head on down there and see what we discover. Okay, just stumbled upon this pretty epic lake. And we are definitely not alone, because there's a couple of tents over there and we got a couple of tents over there, but I don't blame them either. That is amazing. I think they're all climbers and they're probably going somewhere up there, I should imagine. But yeah, what a place to camp out, man. I thought our campsite was cool, but this one is epic.
I was always by your side, and it's time to set it straight. No more talk about your fast life. If you want it, then
so we got some proper off-piste boulder action going on here. We just stumbled across this big boulder field and I thought I'd just keep going. So there's a lake down in the bottom and we're going to keep pushing up a bit. Obviously we're going to be super safe, taking it nice and slow. We're not going to risk our lives or anything like that, but it'll be interesting to see how high up we can actually get in a safe environment, of course. So we're going to keep pushing up.
I see your every flaw. I see your home made out of straw while the wind blows.
We are back down by the cable car station now, so a great bit of off-piste action down there in the boulder fields, but we're heading back down to town, so we'll see you guys at the bottom.
Oh, you cannot change.
So if you're ever wondering how these refugees get their supplies, that's how they do it, with a helicopter. How cool is that? Well, I've never seen that before. That is amazing. That's the way to do your shopping. Wow, perfect timing, just getting back to the refuge and they drop off like that. Super cool. Right, let's get back down to Chamonix.
A secret well kept, but everyone knows. You try to keep it so still, but the wind blows.
We are back into the tree line, so we're almost down in the valley. And again, coming to the end of another super successful training run. You know, I'm just loving the training at the moment in the mountains. I mean, why wouldn't you? But, you know, got up this morning at 4 o'clock. It wasn't a chore. I was super excited to get up and get out and hit the mountains at night time. I think it's brilliant training, you know, this run for the TDS. Obviously with the race starting at midnight this year, you know, we're going to have to start in the dark and run through to daylight, and because of the distance and the time it's going to take me, I'm probably going to have to run through 2 nights. So today's run, brilliant training for the race. Awesome to come back out over this side of the valley. Haven't run up this way probably about 3 years, and it is quite different to where we ran the other day up to Le Brevant. A bit more woodland, I would say. The descent is a bit more technical as I'm talking on camera, trying not to fall over. So there's a lot of loose rocks and lots of roots to deal with. So yeah, you have to really focus on the descent, and it's a really good workout physically and mentally. It was great to get some sort of off-piste action and to run on some kind of trails that I've never been on before, and seeing the helicopter bringing supplies up to the refuge was a proper treat. I've never seen that before. Didn't realise that's how they got it up there, so that was super cool. A really exciting part of the run and something very different. Really hope you guys are enjoying all the content while we're out here in Chamonix preparing for the race, and I hope you've enjoyed all the other episodes in this series following my preparation. If you haven't seen them yet, I'll leave a link to them in the description so you can check them out. And it would be great to follow us on Instagram, because I'm posting every day on stories and on the feed while we're out here. So there's lots of other stuff going on, reviewing lots of products. So like today, we tested out the waist light from Nitecore. Great product, really impressed with it. I'll definitely be using the waist light again. And I think if you paired it up with a good head torch, it'd be a really great lighting system. And we got the Nike Zig Amazon. First outing for them in the mountains, and they've actually done pretty good. They've been really comfy. They fit my foot so well. So I felt nice and stable in the shoe. No issues with loss of connection or anything like that. It's dry out here, so I haven't been able to test the grip out in the wet yet. I ran the last training run in the Endorphin Edge, so Saucony's carbon plated trail shoe. Carbon plate felt brilliant going up, really gave me some propulsion, but there is some issues with that shoe, so keep your eyes peeled. There'll be a full review coming to the channel soon where we'll reveal those issues. It's a shame, but you know, that's the way it goes. So, right, last bit of focus, and then we'll be back down in Chamonix.
Oh, the wine, the wind blows.
We have made it back down in one piece, which is always a positive thing. Another great run, it really was. Felt strong, felt really good on the descent as well. Really hoped you enjoyed coming along with me on that training run, and thanks for keeping us company, especially in those dark, spooky woods. We've got a couple of other videos coming in the series before the big day, so we're going to take a detailed look at all the race kit I'm going to be using, and we've still got to pick my TDS shoes, so they will be on the channel very soon. But I just want to say a massive thanks for watching, and a big thanks for all the great support you're giving us while we're out here in Chamonix training hard. It really does mean a lot. But for now, guys, we'll be back on the channel very, very soon. And as always, stay safe and keep on running.